My name is Dr. Jonathan Sheinberg. I'm a cardiologist here in Texas, but for the last 30 years, I've also been a law enforcement officer. Heart disease in cops is a very prevalent problem. If you look at data which is derived by the Officer Down Memorial page or the National Law Enforcement Officer Memorial Fund, heart disease will come in as the number 2 or number 3 killer. However, those agencies do not capture heart disease deaths that occur after duty hours. The average age of a cop with a heart attack in the United States is 46 years of age, compared to the civilian sector, which is 65 years of age. We know over 40% of heart attacks happen in individuals under the age of 45 if you're a police officer, but only 7% if you're a civilian. And the average life expectancy of a cop in the United States is 57, which is 22 years less than the general population. Cops have such a higher prevalence of heart disease that standard testing does not identify those at risk. It doesn't have to be this way. We at Sigma have developed a screening program that is able to successfully identify individuals who are forming blockages in their very early stages. When blockages begin to form in the arteries, those blockages can be detected. One of the mechanisms used is a very low dose radiation CAT scan. It's called a calcium score. That scan identifies little flecks of calcium in the arteries, which are indicators that blockage is forming. We can also do an ultrasound and measure the thickness of the artery of the neck. These ultrasounds, which are known as carotid intima media testing, are able to actually measure the thickness of the blood vessel wall. There's a third technique, which we have found to be even more predictive for heart disease in law enforcement. When blockages form in the arteries, blockages don't form in the opening of the artery like scale would in a pipe. Blockages form inside the walls of the artery. The plaque inside that wall has a tendency to rupture or burst. All the fatty deposits in the blood vessel get spilled into the opening of the blood vessel, a clot forms, and that's what a heart attack is. Before that happens, markers of inflammation in the blood begin to rise. We're able to measure these markers of inflammation, and from that, get a much more thorough risk analysis of the chance of that individual succumbing from a heart attack in the next 3 to 4 years. We also measure the size and density of cholesterol particles. By measuring multiple cholesterol subparticles, we're able to further identify individuals' risk. We also look at blood counts, kidney function, liver function, thyroid function. All this information is gathered up via a simple blood test. You will meet with a physician or a physician extender to go over the results of that blood work. You will understand your risks, and more importantly, you understand the strategies needed to modify and eliminate those risks. We'll also have you meet with a dietitian who will develop a diet and exercise program. This diet and exercise program will help keep you at an optimal weight and reduce the consequences that we see with excessive weight, such as high blood pressure, diabetes, musculoskeletal problems. This program is designed to help you overcome those boundaries and allow you to take a better stand on being free of heart disease.